Hey all, today we're going to talk about window functions. Window functions are what differentiates a lot of analysts between a mediocre analyst and maybe a power user analyst with regards to SQL at least. Window functions are essential for answering more nuanced questions. So I've got this article pulled up from mysqltutorial.org, which is a very reliable site. I use it all the time. It's called a window function because it partitions things into windows. In this case, they partitioned it by fiscal year. So you see everything within, so it's like a grouping. It's like group, but it doesn't aggregate. So in this case, it grouped it, it ordered it by 2016, and then puts that in a window so that we can access things in the window. And I'm going to give examples of why this is so powerful. Okay? So what if I said, I want to see from the payment table, I want to see, we have customer ID here. I want to see every fifth purchase by a customer. I want to see the fifth purchase of all customers. So anytime a customer ID has made its fifth purchase, I want to see what that purchase is. So the syntax would be, we're going to say select star from payment. That would be the baseline. But we're going to add additional syntax. If we go back to this article, it's actually going to show you the list of window functions, okay? We'll go through more of this. You don't have to memorize all this. Some of this isn't super useful, but I'm going to teach you the most useful one in my experience. We can mess with other ones. Row number is by far the most useful. What row number will do is once it's in these partitions, these windows, it will add rows. So let me show you exactly how this works. Row num is a function. Okay, so we say row num like this, and then we say over like this. So this is part of the syntax. This is the window function. Then we say over partition by, and what we want, the partitioning is how we want the windows divided. In this case, we want a new window every time there is a customer. Okay, so partition by customer ID, no comma needed. And then we say order by, meaning how I want the rows to appear. And in this case, I want it by payment date, meaning as their payment date progresses, we'll see the sequential orders. Okay, watch. Let's just see what happens. Select star. Let's make sure my over row num over partition by customer ID order by payment date. What am I doing wrong there? Let's go check. So we click on row number. Let's just use row number as an example. I don't like that one. Over. So row. Oh, it's row number. My bad. Number. There we go. Let's run this. I'm going to walk you through what's happening. We got a new column here. So it ordered, remember we ordered by payment date. So now all these payment dates are sequential payment dates. All for customer one. No, and then by the way, now this is our first window right there, all of customer one. Let me just scroll down and grab this. It's partitioned by customer ID. The next window starts here. How do you know the next window starts here on the next customer ID? Because it restarts the count of the row number. Okay? So I get an insight into the order. I get a row number for every purchase made from the very first purchase the customer made to the last purchase the customer made. Okay? And so what I can do now with it, and by the way, then it restarts for customer ID 2. Then it restarts for customer ID 3, etc. This is very powerful. Now, normally, if I said, well, show me all of them by, I want the fifth. So what we could do is say, what if we added an alias as row num cust purchase, something like that. Okay, let's try that first. So we add an alias row num cust purchase. Unfortunately, we cannot say having here, where row num is equal to 5. That wouldn't work because the where, as you know, happens after the select. But we also cannot use having. We get this weird error. You cannot use an alias. But then if we just did this, it also would not work. Okay? You can't use the window function like that. So unlike others, when we use the window function and then we want to filter what we've created, okay, what we need to do is use a subquery. So we would say select star, yeah, let's do select star. From here, we need our alias, which is A in this case, where this guy, which is now a name, is equal to 5. What are we looking at? Well, there's unique customers here because customers only have 1/5 purchase. And now we have data for, these are all the 5th purchases by customer. Okay, let's do another example from payment. So I'm going to reopen payment here. What if I said I want to see the the second largest sale by staff ID? Okay, I want to see the second largest sale by staff ID. So what I would do is, let's zoom in, I would select star, and we would do it again, row number over partition by. So we have to think about this. How do we want it ordered, and how do we want it partitioned? So partition by here, we want it partitioned by the staff ID. Every time a new window is created, we want it created every time that there's a new staff ID. We want it ordered by the amount descending. And what that does is it's going to show me each sequential sale it's going to show me each sequential sale for the staff from payment. And by the way, let's not use row number. Let's go back to here. You have these ones called rank and dense rank. You got, where's rank? Rank and dense rank. So let's rank their sales. In this case, I want to use dense rank. It assigns a rank to every row within its window or partition. It assigns the same rank to 2 rows with the same value. If 2 more rows have the same rank, then there will be no gaps. Meaning, if we have 3 rows that both have the same $10 sale, and then the next one is 9, the rank for the $9 value would be 2, which is what we want. If you use rank and you have 3 rows with the highest sales of 10, and then the next row is $9, the rank for that $9 one would be 4. It would be 1, 1, 1, 4. So the first 3 are ranked as the highest, which is 1. And now there's a gap in rank, so the next rank would be 4. We don't want that. We want there to always be a rank 1 and then a rank 2, even if there's duplicate ranks. Okay? So we're going to use, I don't want that. We're going to use dense rank like that. So let's see what happens. Oop, I had a comma. We don't need a comma there. Okay, so what this does is it says, hey, for staff ID 1, its best sale was $11.99, so each of these $11.99s are assigned 1 as their rank. And then the next best sale was $10.99, but there was a lot of those, so those were 2s. And then there were some $9.99s, so those were 3s, etc. So I want to know what the second best rank sale was. So if I said select, let's give it a alias as as highest sales. No, it's not highest. Let's say ranked sales. Select ranked sales from, and we'll do it by staff ID as well. Staff ID, ranked sales from, we need our alias, where ranked sales is equal to, we want, let's get the third highest sale, okay? Oh, and we want the amount. So we want to know what the third highest sale. Lastly, we've learned this in class. There's some duplicates here. So let's just add a distinct right there. And now it shows the third highest sale by staff 1 and 2. So both of them, the third highest sale was $9.99. Okay, so we used dense rank and we used row number, which are window functions.